Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C, and with me, as always, my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm going to start playing a game called Is He Really Frozen, or is Dave just playing possum?
Dave's internet is as good as Pete's internet as of right now. We're trying to work on what's going on. His internet's good, but his streaming is not. So we're trying to figure out what the problem is with that. We're still working on that. As of last week, we were working on it. As of this week, we're working on it. As of next week, hopefully we have it. But welcome to the show. If you haven't been here before, it's your first time, I'll tell you what we do. Basically, what it is me and my friend Dave Freeze McGee over here, he kind of hangs out with us, and we have a conversation, and we shoot the shit. We try and laugh, we try and smile, because that's what life's all about. It's about having a good time and enjoying your time on this earth. So if you can, please stay with us, hang out, have a good time, laugh, smile, and enjoy the ride. With that, we do a couple different segments. Today's segment is Branded. That's right. We're doing Branded. We're bringing that one back where Dave has some iconic pictures or something, and I have to guess what brand it is without actually knowing what it is, and hopefully I do well with that. On the first round of that, I did pretty good, so I'm hoping this one does all right as well. Also, we got the idiom later on. I'm going to tell you a little bit about an origin story of where something came from. And as always, I answer your questions. But Don, how do you get our questions? Well, it's very simple. You send your questions in to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. What happens is Dave gets the emails. I don't know what they are. I don't want to know what they are because I ad-lib the whole time. I make this stuff up as I go. It's my best attribute to the show. Dave, how do I prepare? By having you ask me questions and me doing nothing. I try my best. So if you have been with us and you knew all that already, thanks for sitting with us and hanging out for a little while, and hopefully I brought a smile to your face anyway. And if I didn't, hopefully it's there now. How about now? How about now? You smiling? You smiling? I hope so. Anyway, Dave.
Yes.
Before we go into the questions, before we go into anything else, Something was purchased a couple months ago, and I thought it was absolutely redonkulous and completely out of the norm, and it's stupid, and the fact that people spend money on this stuff is, God bless them, it's art, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's art, but some people claim it to be art. And what is that something stupid? Well, it was a Cheeto. It was a Cheeto that was shaped as the Pokemon Charizard. And I've played Pokemon Go or whatever. My kids were huge fans of it, so I started playing it because my youngest son, I would come home and he's like, "Did you get anybody new? Did you get anybody new?" And I'm like, "I got to catch them all. I got to catch them all." And he was so excited, and it was the most exciting thing for me and my son at the time, so I kept playing. And then me and my wife got into a competition, and now I don't really play it, but here...
You finally gave it up?
Yeah, occasionally I'll throw it back on just because my wife's playing or doing something, and I'll put it back on. But for the most part, yeah, it's over.
Oh,
it's been a long run. It's been a long run.
Every time I come out, I'm like, "You're still playing that stupid game?"
I know. I mean, it's a lot harder now. My car's manual. There's so much going on. I'm working a lot. Like, there's just too much going on. I don't have the time to actually sit there and stop and play the game. But somebody bought this Cheeto that looks like a Charizard, and it does. If you've played the game, you know what it looks like. And I should have pulled one up, but I didn't, so I apologize because I don't prep. It's all ad-lib. Yeah. But do you know the price of this Cheeto? Do you know what the cost of this Cheeto is?
Anything over a penny is too expensive.
Right. You ready?
Yeah, good.
$87,840 for a Cheeto. It's a damn Cheeto.
That's crazy.
It's almost $88,000 for a Cheeto that looks like a cartoon character that somebody drew. Are you out of your mind? Like, I know I'm not rich. I'm not even close. I'm rich in love. Great. Okay, wonderful. I don't see in my lifetime ever being at a point where I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. $87,840
for a Cheeto.
That makes sense for a Cheeto.
I'm gonna start making things. I'm gonna get crazy glued little Cheetos. Hey, this looks like a Bulbasaur.
Yeah. It's bad enough where everybody's like, "Oh, Jesus' face is in toast." I saw the Virgin Mary in the snowbank, or this. That, like, okay, you see what you want to see sometimes, and everything else. And yes, that looks like.
It looks like it, but I mean, come on, people.
It does. $87,000, almost $88,000. You're out of your goddamn mind.
You know what I would have done? I would have been like, "Hey, hon, look, this looks like Charizard." Chomp. Gone.
Yeah. Who's the Pokemon master now? Done. It's ridiculous. Everybody always complains, oh, we don't have money for this. We can't feed the poor. We can't do this. And then somebody charges $88,000 almost for a piece of freaking Cheeto.
Now, look, you can't fault the person that found it and sold it because, hey.
No, if some idiot wants to buy it, I'd sell it to him too.
Exactly.
I'm going to start buying Cheetos just to investigate. It'll be like a new game you put on TV. What's in your Cheeto bag?
Yeah.
Instead of buying, what is it? The yards where they have the rent it and the U-Hauls and everything else where they auction off the, what is it? Come on, help me, Dave.
They auction off the what? Cars?
No, not the cars, but the actual lots where they open up the door where you have storage and stuff, with Storage Wars or whatever.
Like in the I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Storage
units and stuff. Yeah.
They auction that stuff off. I'm gonna have it, except instead of storage units, it's gonna be bags of Cheetos, and I'm gonna see what I can buy, and I'm gonna keep pulling out. I'm gonna put it to the camera every time. And the next one, what could it be? And what can I sell it for? And it's ridiculous.
But when you were talking about bringing up something like this, I don't have the picture, but this might actually be a segment down the road. Pitched it because it's like I'm pretty sure there's got to be other ridiculous things that people have bought. And one real quick thing that I saw was an Basel art fair in Miami in 2019. Italian artist, whatever his name is, duct taped a banana to a wall.
Yep.
And it was sold for a whopping $120,000.
It's art, baby.
But it's
not a piece of fruit that's gonna go bad. This is live art. It is beautiful what I do in here. I make a very nice video. I put a piece of the banana under the wall, and over time it's going to change the color. It's going to change the ripeness. It's a beautiful piece of art that only lasts a week. What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's a banana on a wall.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
These people are just stupid. It literally looks like a banana on the. There it is. Boom,
yeah, there it is. Banana on the wall.
That's it. That's all it is.
And if you look at it, it's damn near. It's already starting to go.
He had to prep it the day or two before to make sure it was perfect.
Like, oh my god. Yeah.
Freaking ridiculous.
Yep.
Art is in the eye of the beholder. He'd be holding a banana.
That's where we're going wrong. We're trying to bust our ass, work legit jobs and stuff like that. We just got to come up with something obscure that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taping things to the wall and call it art. I'm gonna tape one of my kids to the wall and call him Art. That's not his name. It is now. It's Art.
Now. Shut up and make me some money.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna use a couple of different colored pens. If anybody steals this idea, it's mine.
Yeah.
Colored pens. I'm gonna draw out a picture. It's gonna be something that. The pen's funnier than the sword. Freaking ridiculous.
Oh, boy.
All right, you got some questions for me?
Yes, I do. Let's go.
Right, let's go to the shooting range.
Like, one last thing on that. It's like with the banana. Can you imagine you bought that shit and then you go to your wife or your significant other, honey, guess what I got?
Here's my thinking on this, Dave. And if it depends on who the breadwinner is.
Yeah, true.
But if you spend $110,000 on a freaking banana that's not even ripe anymore on a wall that's duct taped,
that's divorce right there, man.
Well, if you're not the breadwinner, it could be divorce. If you are the breadwinner, what's the other person going to say? If my wife was the sugar mama, and I was loaded, and I bought anything I wanted whenever I wanted, and she came to me, she goes, "Oh, you know what I bought today? I bought a banana for $110,000, but it's taped to the wall with duct tape. It's beautiful." I'd be like, all right, good for you.
Good for you, yeah.
What do I care? It's your money. Whatever. I'm spending all your money, too. But if I was the breadwinner, and then you went into it, what? No, thank you. Not happening.
Can you get a refund?
Yes. Can I give the banana back? Can I buy another banana and replace it?
You know how many real bananas you could have got for $120,000 that we could actually eat?
You could have put artwork in every room for years.
Okay, that's enough of a banana. Okay. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go. How do childhood experiences shape the way we love as adults?
Oh, that's very important, actually. That is extremely, extremely important.
In what way, Don?
Oh, let me explain. You grew up, and everybody, especially our generation, we grew up turnkey or self-sufficient and everything else. So we learned over time that when we love somebody, they try and do things for us. They try and take care of us. It's not just a situation where, oh, I love you and this, that, the other, and I put it on social media, so you should feel loved. Mm-hmm. Whereas that childhood experience where, oh, this person's willing to do something for me or trying to help me with this and everything else, that shows us what love is. Mm-hmm. Whereas nowadays, it's a totally different game. Like, I don't understand this whole generation, and I'm not supposed to, because that's every generation. Yeah. What? You kids are this stupid. I don't understand it. Like,
get off of my lawn.
Right, exactly. So nowadays, they show love by supporting each other or by giving each other likes or this or that, like socially, more so as a social media entity saying, oh, look what I support you in. I repost your stuff, or I tweet about you, or X about you, whatever it is.
Right, but how does that how does that how do I say this? How does that help them for the future when they get into a relationship and want to take it to the next step? You know what I mean? Like, if you're just doing...
The problem is they don't. Yeah. And that's why it's so difficult now for marriages, some of the marriages, to work, because they don't understand the struggles. They don't understand the hardship and learning to do things on your own and to take care of things. So when somebody else tries to come in and take care of them, they're like, are they trying to control me? Mm. And it just changes their whole love. It's like the 5 love languages. Have you ever seen that book or heard about that book?
I've heard of it. I don't.
Okay. So there's different love languages. There's the touch. There's affirmation, where you tell somebody they're doing great. There's doing things for them. There's gifts, and there's one other. I can't remember what it is. Right. But each person has a love language. A lot of times with these kids now, the languages are it's almost like bilingual. It's not just 5 languages anymore, because the language isn't expressed from a younger age. They don't understand physical connection. They don't understand talking to somebody eye to eye and all that. So it's all computerized. So the love that they feel as an adult is going to be completely different than anything we even understood. And it should be basic love, like, I love you. It's an emotion I can't explain. I just do. But I think in this day and age, with the technology that we have and the way the kids are using it and the lack of connection and touch to each other, I think it's going to affect how they love as an adult.
Right. I mean, it's their way of connecting with people.
Right.
You know, who's to say it's better than what we had? But we can only go by what we experienced. You know what I'm saying? But I just, it's got to be, there's got to be a time when you actually put the social media shit down and actually talk to each other face to face. Like, how many times you go to a restaurant, you see a couple sitting there and they're both on their phones instead of actually talking to each other. So
yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, but that's the way of the future now. And I mean, with robots, it's only going to get worse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
my robot loves me. Okay, buddy. Yeah.
All right. If couples had to take an escape room challenge before moving in together, how many relationships would survive?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And I think it would teach the couple a lot about themselves and each other when they were doing that, because I like this idea. I think this is a great idea, and I think that they should do it because it teaches you how to deal with time management, stressful situations, working together,
Yep.
and communication.
Yep.
I think it's all solid things that you need for a good marriage, and I think that would be a great thing to do before. I'm thinking about getting engaged. Date night. Go to escape room.
Exactly. Well, leads from the other question. Put your phones down and go and get locked and trapped in a room and see what happens.
I think it's a great idea. It teaches you a lot about yourself and the other person, and if you're compatible in stressful situations, because life is stressful. Yeah. No matter what you do, you're going to find stress.
Yeah, I mean, I've only done the one with you guys, and I had a blast doing it. Yeah. But you can, I mean, you're going to get out eventually. You know, it's whether or not
you don't know.
You know you're getting out, but it's whether you still want to succeed the task that they're giving you.
Of course.
So it does create that that pressure, intense situation, you know, and your true colors can come out in that time period.
And to see if you're a dumbass or not. If you can't figure out anything, well, then that's a problem too.
All right, one last one. How much privacy should exist in a healthy relationship?
I think there should be a certain amount of privacy. I think that every relationship should be able to express themselves outside of their house or their little bubble. But I think there should be some stuff that also goes on in the house that you can respect each other and say, okay, on a relationship level, out of respect, we don't have to talk about this with other people. This is just us working through something or us going through something or anything like that. I think every healthy relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, whether it's any type of relationship, I think there should be some respect where you could have some stuff that doesn't kind of leak out, if you will. Right. Whereas, again, nowadays with the social media and everybody posting everything, I think it's a lot harder for the younger generation to understand that and appreciate that.
To keep that. Certain things should stay private that they don't. They just blast it out there.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do people go on social media in a relationship?
Yeah,
not
exactly.
In a relationship, not in a relationship. In a relationship, not in a relationship. What are you doing? Like,
stop advertising it. Yeah, we know what's going to
tell the world every day, every single day. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, it did. I guess she's back with it. It's somebody new. It's somebody else. It's somebody like.
Yeah.
You don't need to know all that all the time. Like.
Right. Yeah, and
especially if you have kids and everything else, and again, at our age,
right?
If you're searching for a relationship, there's gonna be baggage that comes along with it, whether it's an ex or kids or something.
Right.
There's some kind of baggage, and I don't think that it's healthy for the kids either, or the rest of the relationship, if it's not somewhat, contained into your life.
Right, and I mean, if you have like your really good friends. Or a really good one friend or whatever you confine all your shit into, that's a private conversation with that individual. You don't, in my opinion, you don't really need to share that stuff with your significant other, because that's a conversation between you and your dude. Like everything else, there's all more important shit that you could talk to your spouse or whatever with and hammer out all those details that you guys deal together. But you need that. You need that privacy to talk freely with your one friend that
I think, and I mean, you know my relationship with my wife. We're very open with a lot of everything. We're just very transparent with everything. And I don't think there's many things that I wouldn't tell you that I wouldn't tell her or anything else. Like, a lot of the guys are like, oh, you can't say this in front of your wife. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, so-and-so's hot. That person on TV is good looking, or you see somebody outside and you say they're hot or whatever. Most wives, are you crazy?
Yeah.
But my wife is okay with that. Just like if she's like, oh, that's a good looking guy. I'm like, yeah, I can see the attraction to that. Like, that's good for you. Like,
you told your wife what? And you're still in the house?
Yeah, exactly. Like she's been hit on outside, or I've been hit on, or whatever else. And when we come home, we tell the other person, we high five each other. Good for you. It makes you feel good. Like that releases endorphins. That releases an excitement that I think people are yearning for. Everybody needs it, and it's something that's really important that everybody should have.
Right. And look, I agree. Like, all relationships are different. What you have is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
agree.
That doesn't work with every situation, though. You know,
right? And I know a lot of couples can't do that.
And we're not saying like privacy, meaning I cheated on somebody, so I'm not going to tell my wife that I cheated on somebody. It's not like that. It's just like stuff that's circling in your head or whatever. You know.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys type of stuff, and women will be women with the women's gossip and everything else and stuff like that. No, it makes sense. Yep. Everybody should have a release. Everybody should be able to express themselves and everything else. And I was going to talk about this later on, but I'll bring it up now since it's kind of segued in. Okay. This is Mental Health Month awareness, and I think it's healthy for everybody. Let's change the background now.
Yeah, I was trying to get.
I don't need a shooting range.
I was doing too much scrolling.
Yeah. But I think that everybody needs to not only take care of themselves, but take care of the other person that they're with. And whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a friendship, whether it's anything like that, I think it's important that everybody works together to help the other person or themselves to get to the best mental health spot they possibly can. Everybody struggles with, I'm not saying depression or anxiety, but the pressures of life. There's just pressures of life in everyday situations, and people end up doing things that are dangerous to themselves and everything else. And as just somebody who cares and wants to bring happiness to the world, there's a whole bunch of ways you can help. So you can reach the crisis hotline. You call or text 988 at any point in time, and you will have somebody who will help you process whatever you're feeling, whatever emotions you're going through. Hopefully it helps you go through them on a much safer way. If you're with somebody and you know that they need help, there's also AFSP.org. It's an American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You can go to that, and hopefully that helps you or your family process through what you're feeling and the emotions you're going through, and you get the help you need. And if unfortunately it didn't work out that way and you're on the other end of it, save.org is a support for suicide loss survivors. So if you or somebody you love has been dealing with this and they're struggling also because it's very difficult, well, at that point, I think it's something that you can work through and help the other person through, and just kind of support each other and be there for each other. Lean on each other. That's what we're talking about as far as that question goes, as far as anything in life goes. Work for each other, help each other, not just for relationships, not just anything, but just in life, in general beings. You're a good person, be a good person. You want good things for yourself, you want good things for others, help everybody get through whatever it is that they're going through. And on top of that, not only is it Mental Health Month awareness, Dave, but I also stumbled upon something that's supposed to help for mental health and personalities and moods and everything else. And it's supposed to increase the production at work and in your life. Mm-hmm. There was a survey done, and they said in the future that not just sick days at work or vacation days at work, and they haven't come up with the right name yet, but as of right now, they're calling it sex days. And I'm sure that's not going to stick. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a PTO.
It's going to be something, because I don't know how you call that in. But they're toying around with the idea of actually being able to call out of work to be with your partner so that you can have a relationship with them, a physical relationship, so you can enjoy each other's company and each other, because they say the next day and the following week after you do this, the production level goes up, the mood level goes up, it helps with mental health, it helps with all of these things. So I'm not saying sex is the answer for everything, Dave, but damn, it helps a lot. May not be the answer for everything, but it definitely helps. Yeah, they did a study with it. Zip Health.
But can you imagine the phone? Hey, this is Dave. I'm not coming to work today. Why aren't you coming in? You don't feel good? Nah. I'm about to get lucky today.
Right, exactly. It's got to be an HR nightmare to call out for work on this.
Yeah. And then not only that, it gets out on the workman floor. You come in the next day, everybody's, hey!
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's even worse is if two people take off the same day.
Yeah, what are they doing?
I don't know.
Start putting two and two together.
That's right. But they say it's supposed to help. It's supposed to be good for you, and it's supposed to make everybody feel better. But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Brandon.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so the last time we did this, I believe I gave you a slogan, and you had to give me the brand.
Yes, something to that effect.
This time I managed to find logos without the name, so I'm going to pull up the logo. I don't think this is that difficult, but that's just me.
Okay.
I got 12 of them. We'll pull them up. We'll see if you can guess
Let's go.
which company it is. All right. Boom. Number one. What is it?
That would be MasterCard.
Very good. One
Thank
for
you.
one. All right. Number two. It's hard to describe because you can't. You just got to look at the
Can't
picture.
say anything,
Boom.
yeah.
Yep. Can't say nothing.
No, don't say nothing. That
Say
was
anything?
overpriced coffee. Starbucks.
Starbucks.
I do not understand the drive for that. I don't get it at all. It doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
And what I don't
think coffee's that good.
And what I don't get is on the cruises they have Starbucks there on the ship that you actually pay for. It's not a part of any kind of beverage package that you get. But the coffee that's sold on the ship
It's free.
is free and better than Starbucks. So
Doesn't make any sense. I don't get it at all. People
all
are
right, what's in
dying.
there? It looked like
It's
this you'll like. It doesn't it look like the rumor was it looks like a mermaid or somebody with their legs up.
It does look like a mermaid, and I didn't realize her legs were up, but by all means. I'm not opposed. I might start slurping up more coffee there.
She's taking a sex day off.
That's right.
Number three.
That's a cock. A peacock to be exact. That's NBC.
NBC, good job. All right, number four. Boom.
Panda. Is that Panda Express? No, it's not. It's the Panda. It's not the Panda. It is
Kung Fu
the
Panda.
ASF American.
Kung Fu Panda.
It's not Kung Fu Panda. It's a oh Christ! It's an organization to help wildlife, and I can't think of the lettering for it. ASP or something. I can't think of the name of it. Damn it. I don't know. What is it?
I'll give you a hint. Think wrestling.
Wrestling. WWP.
WWF. Remember wrestling? Yeah, World Wildlife Foundation or whatever. Remember the WWF was until before they switched.
They had to make it entertainment because they couldn't. It was they had to change.
Right, there was some kind of copyright or mix up between the two or some shit, so they had to change the World Wrestling WWE. Wow, my daughter said the same thing as you because I was showing her to see if she can guess it. She's like, Panda Express. I'm like, no, it's not Panda Express.
No, it's not Panda Express.
Here's an easy one.
That's the new Pepsi.
Pepsi, yep. It's weird because it's without the actual Pepsi written on there, or it's naked.
Ooh, that's lighting company, buddy. That's LG. They bring good things to life.
You said lighting. I was like, what? Yeah, LG. Boom, another easy one. Come on.
That's Microsoft. No,
Microsoft.
Is it Microsoft? Yeah, it is, right? Microsoft Office, I believe, or just Microsoft in general.
It's. What do you think? I'm not giving you the answer.
It's either Microsoft or Windows. Microsoft Windows.
It's Microsoft. I'll give it to you. How about this?
That's Polo. That's the shirts and the pants, the
Is
attire.
that your final answer?
God damn it, yes.
It's Ralph Lauren.
Damn it!
Aww.
Damn it, Ralph Lauren.
Close. Should know this.
Pinterest.
All right.
Are you guys keeping up with me, or what do you guys got? I want to hear about you guys. How you guys doing?
All right, next one. Easy one.
That is Walmart?
You don't sound too confident on
I'm
it.
not, but I believe it is. I'm trying to picture Walmart in the middle of that. Yeah, I'll say Walmart. What the hell?
Walmart, yeah, Walmart.
Okay.
Man, I thought that was a layup, man.
I wasn't positive on that one.
And one more.
Oh, that's GameCube. Is that Sony's GameCube or Nintendo GameCube? Ah, crap.
I mean, you don't have to give me the company.
I'm just gonna go GameCube then.
Yeah, it's GameCube, but it is Nintendo.
It's Nintendo, right?
Sony. Yeah. That's the GameCube. I was trying to screw with you to see,
Yeah, put some games up there that I don't know anything about.
And one last one. What symbol is that?
That's Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes. Look at that. Wow, you only got 2 wrong. Good job, buddy. I'll call that a W.
Yes.
This one's hard because it's like, I mean, this version of it is not that, like, everything is kind of, we've seen everything. We kind of know it all. So it's kind of,
there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there, though, that I still don't know, right? Like Ralph Lauren, obviously. I thought it was Polo. And is Polo the alligator?
Polo, I think, is it the alligator? I think it might be. That one didn't pop up on my thing, so I can't help you with that one. I'm sorry.
That's all right. These things happen.
We do this again. I'm gonna make them harder.
Okay.
I'm gonna find ones that I don't even fucking know.
Perfect. Let's do it. If you get the opportunity while you're watching, hit the like button. If you're having fun with us, you're smiling, hit the like button. And then when I say if you're having, I know you are, so hit it. What are you waiting for? Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you know when we're going live. We're going to try and do that soon, too, because I can't wait to do that with Dave's camera on the glitz. Maybe we'll bring Pete in, and the two of them can sit there and freeze together, and then I'll just talk. You can still hear Dave. You just can't see him move sometimes. It's funny. He's like playing mannequin. Black Beetle in the City. That's right. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that or no?
What's that?
Black Beetle. Music started playing us.
Yeah, no.
Nothing? You don't remember that at all?
No.
Yeah, it was a I don't know if it was TikTok or it was a social media thing where if a certain song played, everybody in the room had to freeze. And then the cameraman would just go around through the whole place or whatever, and everybody was frozen or whatever. They had models doing it for a while. They would go from room to room, and you'd have to rotate from the other room to the other room. And then you would go back around and you Yeah, I'll have to send you a video of that from back in the day.
Never saw it. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't be sorry. It's all right. All right. Let's go. Where did it come from? All right. So, now, Dave, this one's going to throw you. You ready?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
You've heard of this term.
Mm-hmm.
A hat trick.
Yeah.
Okay?
Scoring
it's sports related.
Yeah,
for those of you who know me, know that I'm very big on sports.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan of sports.
Do you know
it all the time.
Do you know what a hat trick is in hockey?
I do know what a hat trick is in hockey, and I know what it is in soccer and everything else. But do you know where it came from?
That's
no question.
No clue.
All right, but where do you think it came from? What country? What country? If you had to guess one country.
England.
Nope, not England. Where is hockey?
Oh, Canada.
Yeah. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Eh? Yes, this comes from Canada. So, a hat trick comes from Canada. What happened in the 1940s, there was only 6 National Hockey League teams in the whole
the original
National
6.
Hockey League.
Yeah, the original 6, yeah.
Right. Now, we're in the Stanley Cup. We're in the playoffs now, and everybody's getting ready for the Stanley Cup and everything else, so I thought I'd bring sports to the show, Dave. Not just sex, but sports. Lots of S's today. So in the 1940s, when the National Hockey League only had 6 people in the league. 6
teams.
Teams, thank you. 6 teams in the league. Sports.
6 people.
Crazy. 6 teams in the league.
One person on each team. This goes high-scored games.
That's right. There was a hat company called, I'm going to look at it to get it right, Henri. It's spelled Henry, but it's Henri.
Okay.
Henri, and it's from Montreal. And what happened was they did a promotion that any hockey player that scored 3 goals or more would get a free hat from them.
Okay.
Because it was a hat store. So that was their gimmick. They're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to produce a marketing strategy so that when a hockey player gets 3 goals or more, we'll give them a free hat, Henri. What happened was, after people started getting to know it, they started throwing their hats onto the ice.
Onto the ice, yeah.
And it became a thing that just went ballistic. It was supposed to be a marketing thing for this hat company just to make money. Sort of like what out here when the Diamondbacks score a certain amount of home runs or runs, I should say, runs. All of a sudden, there's a sale on this hot dog or something stupid. Yeah. It's a marketing strategy. Mm-hmm. A hat trick was a marketing strategy. But the people still to this day caught on and just
so the people in the audience probably took it one step further because they knew it's a hat trick. They knew it was all bad, so they just started throwing.
There it goes.
I want to say Detroit. I could be wrong. The Red Wings. I think they throw squid on. Good job. I think I could be wrong, but
what a waste of squid. At least they're still on ice, but it's still makes a nice galamad. Italian, always thinking of food on my stomach.
Hey, how about that? Look at that.
See that? Sports related. That's where it came from.
All right.
All right. Well, if you have the opportunity, go to tpublic.com. We've got some stuff out there. We've got T-shirts. It's different slogans, Out of This World, Monkeying Around, Bad to the Bone. We also have Down the Rabbit Hole. So we've got a bunch of different things. Scanners, baseball shirts, and of course pillows if you want to sleep with us. Dave, our wives will allow them to sleep with our pillows, so they can sleep with us. Go there, check out some of our stuff, tpublic.com, and also follow us on our socials to see what's going on, what's happening, what's new, what's not new. We'll tell you when we're going live also. And like always, send in your questions to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com so you can find out what Donnie C really thinks about shooting it straight with you. Catch you guys later.
Peace, everybody.
Slap shot, hat trick, I win.